Shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I would love to give all honor, glory, and infinite praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakabash. And I want to give double honors to our apostles and elders of the great millstone that taught us this truth. Peace and blessings and salutations to the sensei Akim, laboring in this truth, preaching and teaching, believing on the name Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And peace and blessings and salutations to the men, women, children that believe on the name Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And I wanted to do a quick lesson, something I've been meditating on through the Spirit for a couple of days. And I thank the Lord Yahweh Shai, for giving me the Spirit to now tap into it and go into it. But, and Lord willing to be edifying. And just how these, and I want to go into the lesson, just how these women, a lot of these women going to die alone. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these women going to eat the words that they spoke. You know what I'm saying? And in that day, the Lord going to bring it to their mind. And because, see, they speak them swelling words, you know what I'm saying? See, these women, they puffed up with that pride like Esau Edom, you know what I'm saying? Because that's who they're tied to. Instead of the men of the Lord, instead of men that truly serve Yahweh Shai, Shai, into a power that can really save and protect from the times that are coming. Because Esau Edom, you know what I'm saying, that Isaiah 30, you know what I'm saying, that how Isaiah the 30th chapter goes into it. As a matter of fact, I grabbed that precept. This is Isaiah 30. It says, first I just get 3. It says, matter of fact, I start at 1. It says, woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me. And yeah, that refers to the whole nation. You understand that rebellious children is you Negroes, Latinos, Native Syrians. It says, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with the covenant, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin unto sin. But you also have a remnant that was going to return and turn back to Yahweh Shai, Shai. But you got a lot of 2/3 of our nation is going to be destroyed. And majority of that's going to be women. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody more puffed up and proud than the black woman or the Israelite woman. You know what I'm saying? It says, verse 2, it says, that walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. And this is the point. It says, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. You know what I'm saying? Because that's who our people are tied to. Our people are tied to the modern day Pharaoh. You know what I'm saying? The king of Babylon, the Esau Edom. You know what I'm saying? They're tied to the rulers of the world. Because see, one thing about our women, you know what I'm saying, Israelite women, they love power. You feel what I'm saying? And see, they see that, you know what I'm saying, their men have been emasculated. So guess what? They took what was the next best thing. You know what I'm saying? Or what they felt was the next best thing. And that was Esau Edom. You know what I'm saying? And the rule and the power and authority that he shows in this kingdom. You know what I'm saying? But see, all that is slipping away. You know what I'm saying? And see, got a lot of apostle elders going into it. We're watching the fall of our enemy right now. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? The Esau so puffed up with pride that he thinks he's going to be able to fight his way. He thinks he's going to be able to fight his way out of this fall. And guess what? The Israelite woman believed that theory. They believe on that theory. They believe that he's going to be able to overcome because Esau, you know what I'm saying, that deadly wound was healed. You feel what I'm saying? And so guess what? They feel like they're going to be healed again. You know what I'm saying? But see, this wound is incurable. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be destroyed. You feel what I'm saying? But guess what? The Israelite woman don't believe that. And so she's puffed up with the same pride this devil is puffed up with. But guess what? The trust in it says, well, I'm going to read it again, Isaiah 30:3. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. Because see, you trust in that vain, that vain hope, that vain help. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to jump down to verse 12, right? What does it read? It says, hold on. Salakia, verse 7. It says, for verse 7, Isaiah 30:7, it says, for the Egyptians shall help in vain, and to no purpose, therefore have I cried concerning this. Their strength is to sit still. And so guess what? When you need them the most, that man gonna sit still, baby. All his troops, they gonna sit still. You know what I'm saying? You had the elders going to the lesson where the Jake soldier was talking about how scared he was and how we want no hope for America. And you know what I'm saying? But see, guess what? That's the Israelite man. They ain't hear nothing he's saying. That ain't Esau Edom saying that. See, Esau Edom, they ain't going to ever bow out. Because even in the end, when it's time to fight against Yahweh Shai, they're going to be scared, and yet there's fight. The pride of the devil. You feel what I'm saying? But guess what? The Lord going to put that spirit on him to fight. You know what I'm saying? To fight a fight that he can't win. It says, but I'm going to read verse 7 again, Isaiah 30:7. It says, for the Egyptians shall help in vain, and to no purpose. Therefore have I cried concerning this. They're strengthened to sit still. And they're going to sit still on these black bitches. They're going to sit still on these Israelite women. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? That's going to be to their confusion. I want to go into this word. I want to go into this word confusion. Bear with me, Lord willing. It says confusion, right? It says disgrace, reproach, shame, confusion, dishonor, insult, ignominy, insult, reproach, ignominy again, right? It says to insult, shame, humiliate. Blush, be ashamed, to put to shame, to be reproached, be put to confusion, to be humiliated. And that's what's finna happen. A lot of you women finna be humiliated. You're finna be humiliated in the midst of Jacob's trouble. Why? Because you know what I'm saying. Because this is all these single women, or fuck nigga free, or you know what I'm saying. I can do bad all by myself. And a lot of you women, because you spoke those great, proud, swelling words, you're gonna die alone. You know what I'm saying? Because you chose these other nations, because you chose Esau, Edom, instead of the Israelite man, the men that turn back to their power. Because the scriptures say what? The name of the Lord is a strong tower, the righteous running into it are safe. The Lord said what? He said that a man was going to be a covert from the tempest or the wind, the storm. Matter of fact, we're going to grab that. This is Isaiah 32. It says, and this is verse 1. And see, because when you jump down to verse 9, Pastor Hart did the lesson. He said this was talking to, we tie Isaiah 32 and 9 to these women, and it does apply to these women. You know what I'm saying? But this is about Babylon. But listen what it says, verse 1. Isaiah 32 and 1, and 2 is in the point. It says, behold, a king shall reign in righteousness, and princes shall rule in judgment. And a man shall be in hiding place from the wind. Why is that man going to be in hiding place from the wind? Because he's a man of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Because he acknowledges his power. Because he has the names of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. And unless you were a man that's serving Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, there will be no covert or protection from you. You know what I'm saying? The Most High, Yahweh, was Yahushua's covert. Yahushua is the man's covert. And the man is the woman's covert, along as the children. But guess what? As long as you're not under that man, there will be no protection in the midst of all hell when it break loose. It says, and a man shall be as an hiding place from the wind, and the covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in the weary land. It says, as the shadow of a great rock in the weary land. That man is going to be a shadow of protection. Not your trust in Egypt, not your trust in the land of confusion. No. And under men that are going to sit still when all hell break loose. But guess what? And y'all women are going to eat them words, you're going to die alone. You feel what I'm saying? Because you didn't choose a man of the Lord. I'm going to I'm going to get this. Or when, be edifying. Make it too long. Make a couple points. It says, matter of fact, I'm going to grab that. That's that Isaiah 32 and 9. What? It says what? Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear ye my voice, ye careless daughters, give ear to my speech. But see, in that day, you ain't gonna have no choice but to listen. You know what I'm saying? Because all hell break loose. The man you chose, Esau, Edom, the kingdom you chose, they ain't gonna have no answers for you in that day. They ain't gonna have no answers for you in that day. But when all hell break loose, guess what? The men of the Lord gonna have them answers. But guess what? You have to pray and hope that the Lord put the spirit on the men that you try to turn to in that day that got this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding for the Lord to protect you. But guess what? See, the Lord has a sense of humor too. See, you rejected them men. You rejected this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And so guess what? In that day when you try to seek that protection from those men, the Lord gonna reject you through those men. You feel what I'm saying? The Lord's gonna reject you through those men. And then guess what? You can play your song, all my single women. You can play, I can do bad all by myself, or fuck nigga free. Now it's gonna be time to die alone. You feel what I'm saying? In the midst of Jacob's trouble, you have to eat the very words that you spoke. You know what I'm saying? You gonna have to eat the very attitude that you chose. It says, now I'm gonna go from here. I'm gonna go grab it, because I'm gonna go grab this, right? This is Proverbs 1, because that's gonna apply to a lot of these women, right? This is it says, verse 24, I just started 24, Proverbs 1 to 24. It says, because I have called and ye have refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. But ye have set not at all my counsel and would none of my reproof. What it says, I will also laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. And the Lord gonna laugh, he gonna mock and laugh through a lot of his men when your fear cometh. You know what I'm saying? The fear of not having somebody to protect you. The fear of not having shade and shadow from the things that are taking place around you. It says, verse 27, when your fear cometh as a desolation and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when the stress and angles will come up upon you. Because see, now you ain't going to be at ease no more. You ain't gonna be at ease no more. Them food stamps ain't gonna protect you. That government assistance ain't gonna protect you. That child support that you got that Israelite man on, because that's what a lot of brothers deal with, that shit that's in his faith. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna have that protection. Oh, they gonna cut all that shit off. Oh, the taxes, them tax refunds that you banking which on and hope for. Oh, that ain't coming through either. Because guess what? Their strength is to sit still. You know what I'm saying? While you suffer. You feel what I'm saying? Because see, you weren't in captivity with the enemy. You were in captivity with the Israel, the man you forsook. You feel what I'm saying? But see, guess what? That's the Lord had to make what? The Lord had to make his man bow down and humble. Yeah, come crouching. You know what I'm saying? To be protected. And see, guess what? That's what the Lord gonna do to a lot of these women. He gonna make you humble and come crouching. But see, a lot of you in that time, yeah, it's gonna be some women that the Lord protect. But in that time, it's gonna be a lot more that he rejects than that he protects. It says, when your fear cometh as a desolation and your destruction, Proverbs 1:27, it says, when your fear cometh as a desolation and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when the stress of angels cometh upon you. What? Verse 28, it says, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. What it says, for they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord. See, they don't fear Yahweh Shemel Shai, but they fear the white man, though. And him cutting off him cutting off them refunds, or him cutting off them food stamps, him cutting off that government assistance. Yeah, you should see how they get on the phone when the Lord get to cutting certain. I mean, not the Lord, yeah, the Lord, but through Esau Edom get to cutting off certain stuff and certain things that they used to getting. Oh, they get to calling in and getting the restore, or calling down there sitting on the phone 2 and 3 hours to get the things cut back on. Yeah, but see, guess what? When the Lord cut it off, when the Lord finally cut it off, when He really cut it off, it's gonna be cut off for good, and you're gonna see that it was the men of the Lord that were that shadow of protection from these things, from these evils to come. I'm gonna go to this Isaiah 3. I'm gonna jump to the bottom. It's Isaiah 3. It says what? It says. Matter of fact, I started. I started. I started at 17 and read down. It says, therefore, this Isaiah 3:17, it says, therefore the Lord will smite with the scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and the Lord will discover their secret parts. Right? Because guess what? A lot of y'all already out here buying weaves and buying all that shit, buying all these cosmetics. It says, in that day the Lord will take away the bravery of their tinkling ornaments about their feet and their cars and their round tires like the moon. The chains and the bracelets and the mufflers, the bonnets and the ornaments of the legs and the headbands and the tablets and the earrings, the rings and the nose jewels, all the things that you think make you pretty. The Lord gonna show you to be worth. The Lord gonna show you that you ain't shit. He gonna strip you and make you better, just like he gonna do the enemy. He gonna lift up that skirt and show that nakedness, just like he gonna do the enemy. The Lord getting ready to do what he finna do to, he gonna do it to the nations, but what he finna do to the nations and the enemy, he finna do to our women because they were the enemy. It says the rings and the nose jewels, the changeable suits of apparel, and the mantles and the wimples and the crisping pins, the glasses and the fine linen and the hoods and the veils. And it shall come to pass that instead of a sweet smell, there should be stink. Because see, in that day, you're gonna be able to have that stuff to take care of your area like you need to take care of yourself. You ain't gonna have the things that you need to sustain yourself. So guess what? The men that drooled after you, they gonna frown their noses upon you. It says, and instead of a girdle and rent, instead of wet set hair, baldness, and instead of a stomacher, a girdle of sackcloth. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you already buy them damn tights to tuck your stomach down in them, make your body look like something it ain't. You know what I'm saying? It says, in burning instead of beauty. You feel what I'm saying? A burning instead of beauty. It says, when you read verse 24 in the NLT, it says, instead of a smelling a sweet perfume, she will stink. She will wear a rope for a sash, and her elegant hair will fall out. Guess what? Because that's stress. Jacob Trouble, a lot of your bitches hair gonna run from you. It says she will wear rough burlap instead of rich robes. Shame will replace her beauty. Shame gonna replace your beauty. It says, verse 25, thy men shall fall by the sword and not mighty in the war. A lot of these men y'all tied to, you know what I'm saying, them Call of Duty playing niggas you love, you know what I'm saying, them dope dealing niggas you love, them weed selling niggas you love, them street niggas you love, them drive-by niggas you love, they gonna get drafted in the war. They already said it's the shortest. This is the biggest shortest that they've ever had in the American Army. And guess what? So a lot of these niggas, they finna get drafted. And so guess what? It said verse 25 in the NLT. Isaiah 3:25 in the NLT. The men of the city will be killed with the sword, and her warriors will die in battle. All them niggas you love, they gonna die in battle. And guess what it say? Verse 26, and her gates shall lament and mourn, and she being desolate shall sit upon the ground. You gonna die alone. In the NLT it reads, it says, the gates of Zion will weep and mourn. The city will be like a ravaged woman huddled on the ground. And that's what a lot of y'all gonna be huddled on the ground. You gonna be alone unless the Lord give you to a man of the Lord. And see, we know what Isaiah 4:1 gonna go into, but I don't want Isaiah 4:1. Because see, I want to let you know, a lot of y'all gonna die alone because you didn't choose the man you were supposed to choose. Instead, you chose these other nations and Esau, Edom. Culprit number 1. It says, this is Isaiah 3. It says, verse 5. It says, and the Lord will create upon every dwelling place of Mount Zion, upon her assemblies, a cloud and smoke by day, and the shining of fire by night, for upon all the glory shall be a defense. And that's the chariots. You feel what I'm saying? The chariots going to be, just like our first time coming up out of Egypt, they were the defense mechanism for us. They're going to be a defense in this time. But it says what? It says, and there shall be, verse 6, and there shall be a tabernacle for a shadow in the time from the heat, and for a place of refuge, and for a covert from the storm and from rain. But that's what the man is going to be. That's what a man is going to be, because what did the Lord, that's what, hold on, I'm going to make this point. That's what this man is going to be. That's what, because it says what? In that day, seven women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. Those going to be the shamefaced women. So yeah, that's gonna happen for them. But the women that were puffed up with pride, the women that spoke those swelling words against brothers, the ones that did brothers wrong, the one that shitted on men of the Lord, then guess what? Like I said, the Lord got a sense of humor. It's gonna be revenge. A lot of y'all gonna get turned away. Like I said, it's gonna be more destroyed in that. It's gonna be more destroyed in that day than the Lord choose to protect. You feel what I'm saying? The Lord is always gonna get the last laugh, but when he get that last laugh, it's gonna be through his men. Because see, guess what? You didn't chose the men. Because what did the Lord say he was going to do for that man? What did the Lord say he was going to do? He said what? This is Isaiah 13:12. It says, I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even the golden wheels of Ophir. And what's going to make that man more precious than fine gold? Because he turned back to his power. And he got this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Like I said, I'm quoted again. He said, the name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it. To say, a man is going to have a hiding place in that day. But see, a lot of you women, you ain't tied to these men of the Lord. And you shitted on these men of the Lord. It won't be no hiding place. So all that single woman attitude, I can do bad all by myself and fuck nigga free, you're going to be just free enough to die alone in that day. Lord willing, this video was edifying. I'm again giving all honor, glory, and infinite praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakodash. And I want to give them honors to our apostles and elders of the great millstone that taught us the truth. Peace and blessings, salutations to the saint, to the sincere Akim, laboring in the truth, preaching the teaching, believing on the name Yahweh Shai. And peace and blessings, salutations to the men, women, the children that believe on the name Yahweh Shai. Till the next time I say Shalom, Kwame.